Failure. Many people think that failure is our biggest enemy. Everyone hates failure because they think when they fail, what they want become hopeless. Failure is often seen as something that crushes our dreams and also crushes our ambition. Failure is happen when we don't achieve what we set out to do. For example, you're sitting on a chair, then you play game in your phone. And a few minutes later, the result was defeat. Defeat means that you lose in that match. And for some people, if they lose in that match, they will stress, they will frustration. But if it were me, rather than stress, I will focus on something that I can learn from that mistake. I want to know what causes me to lose. What's the reason that make me lose? So rather than focus on something that make me sad, make me stress, I will focus on something that I can learn. So I can make sure that I will not do the same mistake in the future. Failure also teaches us resilience. At first, I don't know what is resilience. Is it important? Do we need resilience or not? But I know how important resilience when I was in junior high school, which is when I learned English. For some people, learning English is about learning new skill or maybe learning new language. Yes, that's right. But for me, it's more than only learning new skill. But from English, I also learned how important resilience and also the definition of resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back after falling down, to keep forward even when things are tough. Without resilience, failure can crush us mentally and emotionally. But with resilience, we can see failure as a stepping stone to greater success. Failure also teaches us resilience, the ability to bounce back when we fell down in English. When I first learned English, it was a bumpy journey filled with falls, scraps, and moments of frustration. At that time, I learned English by myself. So I use all platforms that I can use. I use all social media that I have to learn English by myself. But you guess it, it's not that easy. Then I almost gave up. That's why I decided to ask my mom, Mom, I'm always failed. Should I give up? I have failed so many times. Maybe I will never learn. And then my mom told me something that changed my whole perspective. She said, Son, why would you like to give up even though you have just failed for a few times? Remember, son, failing once doesn't mean you fail completely. But with this failure, you will learn something valuable. After the conversations, I felt enlightened. I believe that everyone has different process and aspect to see. My first attempt at learning English ended with failure. But that didn't stop me. It kept motivated me to learn. I kept trying, and of course, I kept failing until I asked my mom to enroll me in English courses. On the first day of English courses, I was very afraid because I have a bad pronunciation. I don't know what is the meaning of this. I don't know what is the tenses of this. It looks like I'm maybe a newbie in English. That's why I'm really afraid at that time. But surprisingly, English tutoring made me more enthusiastic about learning English. Because in that ways, there were many people have the same issue, have the same cases with me, which is they can't English at all. I learned patience, perseverance, and getting back up after falling down so hard. I kept trying until I could have a better pronunciation. Failure, like getting the bad grade on English exam, it's really dangerous. And it's really, if we cannot control it, then we will give up, we will stress. And even though there are a lot of processes that I have been through so far in expert English, there were still many people who are comment on my English. Such as, don't talk in English. Your English is so bad. Why do you feel confident in using that kind of English? At first, I felt insecure with my English. But I know and I believe everyone has different process and aspect to see. Maybe some Indonesian people can speak English with British accent or another accent. But maybe I still haven't reached that level. So sometimes I speak English with a bit of Indonesian accent. And for some people, maybe it's weird. But maybe some people would say that I'm not going to nail it, I'm not going to make it. Today, I'm standing here in front of everyone, delivering in a language that everyone thinks I'm not going to nail it. You guys may think my pronunciation is not as good as others, but I have proved to myself that I could do it, and I will not give up. In my opinion, there are two types of people in this life. The first one that always give up. If they have already tried and then failed, they will not try again. They will give up. And the second one is they will try until they success. So if they fail, they will try again until they success. And I believe everyone here and everyone that watching this video are included in the second type. Because nowadays, we cannot too easy to give up. There are a lot of process that we need to through so far. And if we are too easy to give up, then we will not reach the result that we want. Some people also said that English is really important in life. And I believe English is really important. And also people, if we said that we failed in English exam, of course, we will find our mistake, then we try again. You adjust your approach, perhaps learning the basic of English first. And we believe with each attempt, we get closer to mastery. Experiencing failure may be trivial, but the lesson it teaches us profound. It teaches us humility, courage, and determination. Life works much the same way. We face obstacles, setback, and failure. But how we respond to these challenges, how we face these challenges, determines our identity. So today, ladies and gentlemen, let us together to do our best to always stand back after falling so hard. Because once we stand back, it means we are on our way to a better future, and also an expert oneself. Life isn't about how many times you failed, but it's about how many times you can get up from that failure. And also, we need to change that failure into something that we can use in the future, into something that we can learn, so we can make sure that in the future, we will not do the same mistake in the future. So, as a human being, resilience is really important. Failure is just only simple things. If you fail, just try again. If you fail again, then try again. So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Hudson, and let us get back and always stand back from failure in our life. I'm Hudson. Thank you.